So I get a lot of questions about how an buy down works or an interest buy down works in context of a home mortgage. I just want to take a few minutes to walk you through how it works and how you can maybe save some money over a few years. It's a decision that you can make when you're buying your house or refinancing your home, so it's not a decision you make all the time, but it's one that can save you thousands of dollars. So first of all, a basis point is equal to 1/100th of a percentage. I have a calculator here on my Excel that shows, hey, if 1 basis point is equal to 0.01%, and you can play with this. So 100 basis points you may hear at one time is equal to 1%. It's simple. It's a little confusing in the mortgage lingo. Don't let it confuse you. 100 basis points is equal to 1%. So what oftentimes will happen is a mortgage broker will say, hey, do you want to lower your interest rate? And of course you do. But you say, what's it going to cost me? So they'll have something like a rate sheet. And here's a simple one that I had just pulled from the Bank of America website. It's just for purposes of example. I don't know how current this would be. They're saying, hey, if you want to pay 100 basis points, the cost for those points is going to be $2,000 up front. You'll get a new interest rate of 4.875. That's assuming that the current interest rate is 5.125. And likewise, if you pay for 200 basis points, it's $4,000, and you can buy down your rate to 4.75. So over the long haul, this can save you money. Let me show you how. So if you plan on staying in your home for 30 years or 15 years, and even we'll do this in another episode here, but even if you're going to stay in for about 5 or 6 years in your home, it may be worth spending some basis points, spending some cash up front to buy down your mortgage. So how it will work, let's assume here that you have a 0 basis points. I'll enter in 0. My interest rate is 5.125. Okay? So with that, you can see my total spend over 30 years with my interest plus my principal of $190,000. These are just assumptions that I've made. I would pay $372,000 over the life of this mortgage. Let's say I wanted to buy this down, buy this rate down. So I pay 100 basis points. What happens? I have to pay $2,000 up front to buy the mortgage rate down. But you can see that my total spend over 30 years went from $372 to $363, and that is including the spend of this $2,000. So by spending $2,000 now, you're going to save about $10,000 over a 30-year period. Now 30 years is a long time, but it's money that you can save. Likewise, if you want to buy it down further, you can spend $4,000. Again, the 4,000 is taken out of the total that I've had to spend over the 30 years, and I can save an additional about $3,000 by spending the 4,000, so $3,000 over 30 years. So about $100 a year that you can save by spending $4,000 up front. If you plan on staying in your home for the full 30 years, or if you're doing a 15-year mortgage, this can be very helpful and beneficial to you. I'll do another series here to show you a break even if you're not planning on staying that long, on how that will work out. But for now, that's the basics of how you can buy down your mortgage rate. Any questions, again, just feel free to reach out here on YouTube or on my website. Thanks a lot.